Hi Pisces, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot and welcome to your cards for June. Well, you would have to be living under a rock to not understand the change that we're going through. And it can leave you really emotional. And it's really important, especially for my more intuitive, empathic signs, to stay strong at this time. To understand that a revolution is a process and it's not pretty. To understand that the changes that you're seeing in the outside world are happening within for all of us as well. Again, the process of change is not pretty. It's important to sort of stay in a place of love and acceptance and stay grounded. Don't let yourself get too worked up. Now, I certainly don't want to say that as if to say, you know, you shouldn't care about the situations. We should all care about the situations at hand. We should all care deeply, and we should all be taking some form of action. But it is important, if you are empathic, if you are extremely emotional and sensitive to the energies, it's important that you take a break. Turn off the news for a little bit. Limit yourself during the day. Again, I'm not saying to close off to this energy, but it could be draining, and it could also result in physical symptoms. So we all have to kind of protect our energy. It also makes a difference when we all put our energy together to manifest better. And I'm just trying to get this message out to everyone that hope is not lost. All will come together, and that it's important to focus on the positives. Be grateful. Say your prayers. Do the things that comfort you. Go within and understand that you know, the energy is hard right now, but there are still things to be grateful for. There are still things to be thankful for. There's still moments where we could hug our family and our loved ones, where we could find solace and be grateful for our homes, which we might kind of be sick of right now. It's important to pay attention to your intuition as well. June isn't going to change energy-wise from the way it is right now going into the month. We have 6 planets retrograde as Mercury joins the pack. So Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and then Neptune will also join in June as a retrograde planet. And then we have 3 eclipses. We have Mars conjoining with Neptune in your sign, and we have a Venus-Sun conjunction, Cazimi. There's so much going on, and I don't want to get lost in too many of the aspects and the technical jargon. All I can say is, as far as change goes, you probably haven't seen anything yet. Our minds are going to change rapidly, and we have to stay flexible, which is why my mutable signs are sort of have a leg up on this energy. You may see a lot of fellow people in your life kind of digging their heels and forming a opinion and really sticking to it, which could cause a lot of fighting and drama. So it's important to understand that if you are going to fight for something, that you know the facts. Because the truth is, none of us really know the facts. Now, the facts are that it's time for things to change. It's time for things to grow. And the same energy is going to definitely be a part of your personal life as well. What plays off in the collective is a reflection of our personal lives and our personal journeys. So there is no difference. In the month of June, you are the Queen of Cups. I like this energy because, first of all, it is a water sign energy. This is very complementary to my Pisces energy. But it also tells me that in the month of June, you may be asked to exercise or come from a place of compassion and forgiveness. This is a card of unconditional love, and that is what we're learning right now. You know, it's easy to love people and places and things when everything looks great, when things are going your way. But it is a spiritual conquest to be able to maintain this position of love when things are not pretty, when things are not coming together. That's a true spiritual warrior, is believing in the things that you may not be able to see right now. And that is reflective of your environment, which is that of the moon. Things remain unknown up until this point. You may be operating in a place of darkness. I think we're all operating right now in a little bit of a place of darkness. And June will bring clarity. But we have to use our intuition to dig in. It's not going to be offered to us. We're going to have to work for the facts. We're going to have to iron some stuff out. And although there seems to be a lot of anger in society right now, you know, one of the things I try to let everybody know is when we come from this place of anger, we don't listen. And I really think the problems that we have been building over time, right? Because it doesn't, you know, these things aren't built overnight. This energy doesn't just appear one day. It's oppression, it's buried within, and it comes to the surface. The moon energy will bring things to the surface. Now the moon can also represent, like I said, we're entering in a time of 3 eclipses. My water signs are always extremely exposed and channeled through the moon energies, much like, you know, the ocean is controlled, the tides are controlled by the moon. Water signs and their emotions, and collectively, for sure, we are controlled by the moon. So one thing I can promise you is more information is coming. We don't know the truth. We don't have all the facts. We may not be sure who the enemy is. In your personal life, the same thing is playing out. We may feel vulnerable. We may feel afraid. We may feel tired. You know, the moon energy can make you feel exhausted. And it's important to honor yourself at this time because, again, the tide is changing. You want to stay in a Queen of Cups mode where you are forgiving and grateful. Definitely exercising the gratitude. You drew the card of Libra, I balance. This is an important card, and I'll get to it more in depth when we talk about your 9-card block, because there's a lot of energy here of coming together with somebody, of commitment, of joining forces. And Libra for sure is a card of relationships. It is a card of commitment, of engagement, of taking things to the next level. Now, as I say this, there may be a lot of Pisces that are saying, no, I'm completely single. I don't know what you're talking about. This doesn't make sense and it doesn't resonate. Don't turn the video off yet, because I think we have big surprises in store. in the month of June. And, you know, this kind of includes the energy within July as well. It's really not into this fall that things start to really become clear, that we start to gain clarity. However, fall also can lead us to places that are quite unstable as well, as Mars begins a retrograde period in Aries, his strongest sign. This is kind of warrior-like energy, and he remains in there for the entire second half of 2020. So, as much as I hate to say it, June is a turning point that makes the first half of the year look pretty easy in comparison to what the second half of the year is going to deliver. Now, I don't want to panic anybody. I don't want to scare anyone. Believe me when I tell you we are all equipped to deal with this energy. We are all equipped to get through this and survive. But change is at the forefront, and it's undeniable, and things will occur. There's no getting away from it. And what I offer everyone is the chance to follow the path of least resistance. Listen to your intuition, pay attention to your body, pay attention to the way that you feel when you hear certain stories. Your intuition is your most powerful tool right now. If something doesn't add up, question it. Question it and then listen to the answer. Now, the first card in the 9-card block is the 5 of Cups in reverse. I mean, not in reverse, upright. And I don't know, I don't see this as your energy, but it is sort of a reflection of society as a whole right now. I think we're all in this mode of the 5 of Cups, meaning there's regrets, there's remorse, we could have done better. This can represent a card of disappointment, of emotional turmoil, and having a hard time seeing the good in things. The 5 of Cups has his back turned to the 2 cups that are upright, and he's sort of focused on the 3 cups that he lost. So it's a card of guilt, of regret for not handling things the way that you should have. But I don't know if this is you. I don't see this as your energy. So I see this as maybe the collective's energy affecting you. Or it could be someone in your life, and probably someone from your past. It could be a current relationship that you're struggling with as well, in which there was disappointment. This card comes out next to the Devil in reverse. Now these 2 cards, along with the 3rd one, Strength in the upright, this is some pretty potent energy. The Devil in reverse is where we break habits, things that are not good for us, things that have kept us oppressed. The Devil can represent things that we hold on to that kind of keep us down, old, outdated beliefs. It could also be simple things that we allow to take control over us. And this is a kind of a power struggle energy. And again, I just don't see this as my Pisces energy. This may be somebody that you're dealing with, maybe a fire sign or a Leo. And of course, this energy can also equate to dealing with a loved one who's sort of overcoming addiction or substance abuse issues as well. Now, you're in the energy of the Queen of Cups, but I see this as you. I see you as a Nine of Pentacles energy. And this is really good energy for the time because it means that you're able to focus, that you know what's important, and that right now you are on your own. I'm seeing this as my single Pisces. And the way this energy is flowing, it looks as though someone is sorry for leaving you. If you had a relationship that ended in the past, leaving you in that single energy, I think you're okay. I think you found your own little niche, your own strength. And it's funny, Pisces, because a lot of the energy I'm picking up in this reading, it does not belong to you. It belongs to somebody else. And I'm assuming by now in the reading, you probably have a pretty good idea of who this person is. They're coming out as a King of Cups in reverse. And this is why I say it's a partnership, because you are the Queen of Cups. This is a perfect pair. This is a couple that is probably emotionally very close. Good emotional rapport, not afraid to talk to each other and to communicate. And there is a lot of love within this partnership. But the King of Cups in reverse is an energy of somebody who is operating out of fear. This person may be holding back love and emotion from you. They may have walked away because I believe this is them fighting this struggle, overcoming their past, overcoming their regrets. Focused on how they may have disappointed you. But they're regaining strength with the strength card showing up there. They're regaining their strength. They're also getting ready to talk to you. Getting ready to express some very vulnerable feelings to you. Now, if you are in a relationship, this isn't somebody that you've, had a falling out or broken up with. The same energy still applies. There may be parts of the relationship that that wasn't working. And I think those parts are getting exposed now. And you're both finding a way to talk about it and solve it. The King of Cups in reverse is coming out next to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This King of Cups wants to make an offer. He wants to offer you a new beginning, a new foundation, and I'm hearing he wants to take care of you, or she wants to take care of you. Please know that the energy can go vice versa either way, and also know that this is gender neutral. So I say he or she in regards to the reading, but the energy is just that of an energy of feminine or masculine. It doesn't necessarily mean, a he or a she. But the King of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles is somebody who wants to make an offer, but I do believe I'm picking up on an energy of which they are fearful. Fearful, yes, because of past regrets, but yes, also because I think you intimidate this person a little bit, Pisces, which is funny because Pisces are not typically a intimidating energy, and you're coming out as a Queen of Cups representing that unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. So if you are looking to reconcile with someone in this month, or to bring improvement to a relationship that's somewhat struggling, know that the energy that you give to it is really important. The universe wants you to be in a receiving mode, to lighten up, to put yourself in a little bit of a more compassionate state, because that will bring results and change that you're hoping for and wishing for. Now, I say that specifically because the energy of you, the Nine of Pentacles, is coming up above the Queen of Wands. And above this situation is, you know, this Five of Cups. And this energy can play a really important role, because although I think it is your person that's regretting things from the past, that energy can turn to you as well. You may say and do things that you regret. Queen of Wands in reverse, let's talk about her for a second, because she could be tough. There's a hard energy there. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands in reverse, I think is a reflection of you with the King of Cups in reverse. And there doesn't seem to be, I don't know, I'm not sure you guys are on the same page. I'm not even sure if there's communication at all. If there is, I don't think you're really dealing with the issues at this time. The Queen of Wands can get extremely impatient. And coming out under the Nine of Pentacles, you may have walked away from something you felt you waited far too long for. If somebody was not treating you the way that they needed to, not honoring a commitment, not moving things forward, you know, the Nine of Pentacles says, I'm just going to do it on my own. And she does, because she's capable of it. And it probably causes the King of Cups to sit back and take a moment and say, well, what is my job here? What am I needed for? The King of Cups in reverse, this is when emotions can run really high and you don't have control over your emotional state. King of Cups, this could be where he is operating out of fear. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse could be where a commitment of some sort is not taking form. Queen of Wands in reverse. Be careful how you speak and how you approach the situation. Do not say things that you may regret. Don't let anger get the best of you. You know, June is a month where it's real important to stay emotionally intelligent. I honestly have been telling everybody that either you're getting page cards or queens and kings, meaning that either you have to completely let go of situations and be open to all of the possibilities, or you have to hone in on your mastery, hone in on your emotional intelligence. So this is a month where you really have to be in touch with yourself. Queen of Wands can do a lot of damage. She could do a lot of damage with her words. She could hurt people. And this comes from someplace deep within you, and you're dealing with your own fears as well. You know, you could be deeply disappointed. This may have triggered, your fear of abandonment or childhood issues. When we have 6 planets retrograde, there's no doubt that we're all spending some time kind of reviewing the past, reviewing how we got here, and really getting to know ourselves again. And I tell everybody, and especially when that Moon card comes up, that the universe is working with us right now. They're talking to us very fluidly in our dreams, in signs, in all sorts of ways. I can't tell you how many people I've said to me over the past few days, you know, they've They're watching birds in their yard or animals and wondering if this is a sign or that is a sign. And it's really important to understand that if you are asking, the universe, like, is that a sign? Well, then it is. You don't have to ask. And know that when Mars is in Pisces, our actions have to come from this place of deep internal, intelligence, like I said. And there's a knowing here. You may be operating in the dark, but your intuition knows. It knows the path to go down. And your mind might change rapidly. If somebody's coming back from the past, I could imagine right now, June 1st, my Pisces is saying, oh, hell no. I'm not going down that road again. But I think your mind is going to change. I think the universe is working things out in your favor, whether you realize that or not. I'm not saying that you have to reconcile with this person, but I am saying explore it. Hear what they have to say. Because there's a lot you can learn about yourself in the process, if nothing else, right? There's information that might change the way that you frame this story to begin with. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse under the Nine of Pentacles, with the King of Cups in reverse, with the Knight of Pentacles. This person is afraid to approach you. I feel there's this big internal energy for them, like, I love you, let's get married, let's run away, let's change this, let's fix this. Oh, like, let's get it done. They love you so much. And yet their fear, although they're coming out of it, may, what they want to say and what they are saying is a little bit different. So be open. If the King of Cups is offering you a Knight of Pentacles offer, meaning, I don't know, like, do you want to go on vacation? Can we give this another try? Can we just go out for coffee? Know that what they really mean is, can we do this all over again? Can we get to a place of forgiveness and move forward? Can we be together forever? But I think what they're saying and what they're offering is probably a little bit on a smaller scale, because they're frightened of your reaction, which is why the universe wants you to be softer. The Queen of Cups is no one's afraid to approach the Queen of Cups. And if you want somebody to really open up, to be honest with you, to be straightforward and tell you all of their secrets, all of their emotions, well, you have to exercise a certain level of softness in order to receive that. But the Knight of Pentacles will absolutely, without a doubt, let you know that this isn't over. They don't want this to be over. And I don't think it is. I don't think the universe wants this to be over either. This karmic cycle is not complete. There's more to do. There's more to learn. You two have things to do together. However, getting through all of the emotional turmoil is softening you so that you have stronger foundations. You guys are coming out as the King and Queen of Cups. But when I pulled your romance cards, which I'm kind of skipping to, I normally do these first, but this is still pertinent to the situation. Your relationship cards, which I pulled because there's a lot of relationship stuff going on, right? When we change at this level, we can expect our relationships to change as well. And these cards are coming up as the King and the Queen of Pentacles and the Stars. Meaning that whatever emotional things you're healing at this point has you two together in a stronger foundation. The Pentacles is a mastery of your happiness. It's actually bringing things to the 3D world. So the Queen and King of Cups can be full of love, and yet nothing can be happening. You may not even be together. You may deeply love each other and yet not even be on speaking terms. But the King and Queen of Pentacles is 3D. It's bringing things into the real world. It also gives you a certain level of power, meaning that if you've mastered this emotional realm, if you've kept your faith in each other, faith in the universe, faith that there was more to the story and that it wasn't over, is kind of catapults you into this pentacle energy of kind of being the power couple, of being really strong in each other, in having faith and mutual respect for each other. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through losses so that we could get a better idea of what we truly have. Your oracle card for June. Most of life will unfold in accordance with forces far outside your control, regardless of what your mind says about it. Like I said, coming out in the month of June, in the beginning, you may be in a protection mode. Hell no, I don't care what they're saying. I don't want to get back together. I'm never doing this again. That may change. Your mind may change, and it's important that you be okay with your mind changing. We're in mutable energy. If nothing more, you're going to learn from this situation, and it's going to strengthen you. So it's really important that you hear this person out. Your animal spirit cards, and you are, I don't know, I think I have 10 signs done so far, and I swear to God, at least 8 of them got the raccoon card, which is really indicative of where we are in society right now. We're all afraid to take off the masks, right? We're all afraid to be vulnerable. There's a truth laying within us that we're not comfortable showing. The raccoon card is how we protect ourselves, by not saying or doing the things that we truly feel. This is where we kind of put a front on for others. I mean, it's not to say that you're lying or other people are lying to you. It's just to say that you might have a hard time expressing yourself. You know, the raccoon card is a card of a lot of internal creative energy. You're in a real creative state. But there's fear blocking you from expressing it, from expressing how you feel. You know, this might be one of those things where you find yourself on social media, and this I have done so often lately in the state of, you know, our world at this time. I kind of want to type out these emotional and sort of reflective, and of course I'm always aiming for inspiration, because I truly believe the best way to save the world is to inspire others. But a few times I've written a really long and emotional post about how I feel in this energy, only to erase it, only to know that sometimes our good intention stirs up the wrong kind of energy. And it's important because with all of the retrograde energy, it's easy to be misunderstood. And so we're afraid of being misunderstood. But that's the beginning of the month. And after the eclipses, and after all of the things that we're about to go through, all of the internal changes, that fear leaves us. And you step into this dolphin-like state, and this is really beautiful. This is truly a beautiful energy, because a dolphin is just, in my opinion, the most perfect animal. They conquer, you know, they're mammals, so they conquer sort of all of these elements, and they're so free-spirited, but there's a level of protection as well, right? What people don't understand in dolphins is that they're very protective and partnership oriented and family oriented. But the dolphin is a playful energy. It's where you're open for receiving and you're open for miracles. The dolphin energy is miracles. So if you're sitting here listening and laughing, going, yeah, that's not going to happen. None of that is going to happen. It's never going to play out that way. Just take a second to picture yourself in a little bit of a lighter energy. And, you know, it's sort of like believing in Santa Claus. Even if you simply cannot wrap your mind around the magic, it's still there. And you get to choose. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you choose to stay in this magical energy? Sometimes when the world is falling apart around us, the universe gives you something really beautiful to hold on to. Something that's going to keep you strong and something that makes you believe in the good things again. And Pisces, I think June is a time for you to believe in the good things again. Believe that good things are possible. Believe there are good people out there. Believe in our society and to believe in love again. This is a beautiful energy of healing. It's really fertile healing energy. And I think that you're really going to be surprised by what heads your way. Libra card coming out can sometimes symbolize an engagement. So that, and I'm seeing a lot of little stones here, so I'm just throwing that out there. What may seem like it's going in one direction may really surprise you and end in another direction. If this is you and this does happen, please leave me a comment. Just let me know, and certainly congratulations. This is a beautiful energy. And even when things are going bad in the world, it's really important because our own personal vibration of love is what will heal it. One person at a time. Just like every vote matters, every vibration matters. And the world may be putting us in these places of love so that we could raise our personal vibrations and heal the world. It is not selfish to find love and hope in times like these. In fact, quite opposite, it's the most responsible thing that you can do. All right, Pisces, June looks like it's going to be a beautiful month for you, and I'm looking forward to your July reading as well. I'll be checking in weekly, time to time. I'm going to try to do some pick-a-card readings for the eclipse energies that we're headed into. So stay tuned for that, and have a beautiful month. Lots of love. Bye.